How's it going, everybody? My name is Bryce with Set Over Set Poker Stream, and this is my second vlog. Sorry about taking so long to get the second one out. Just been really busy and have kind of let YouTube fall to the side, but definitely don't plan for that to be the common case. I'm going to try and get these out at least every 2 weeks, if not more, but we'll see how that goes. It took a couple months to get this one out, so I figured we won't set anything crazy on it regarding how often I want to do them, but I will try and get them done, basically. That being said, everything with the stream seems to be going well. We just finished up a 2-month time period where we were streaming late night from 11 p.m. to 4 p.m., which it was okay at first, and then I kind of got into the sleep schedule, and the only one that basically works with that whole thing is waking up around 9 or 10, streaming, then staying up till like noon, and then going to bed. And honestly, it was too much for me. I wasn't able, even at this point now, my main focus is the stream, my main focus is poker, so, I don't have some crazy social life. I'm a little bit older now, so I've kind of done a lot of that stuff. But that being said, I at least like to have some semblance of a social life. So ended up not really having that. We were getting a lot of promotion from Twitch. However, it's just not really worth it to me, in all honesty. It's just a little bit too crazy for that. So now we are back on regular schedule, streaming Tuesday to Saturday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., which is perfect. Gives me plenty of time to study, plenty of time to work on stream stuff, do videos like this, and in addition to streaming regularly, which I really like. One of the big things about being able to stream and being able to play poker is just having a lot of freedom. And when I have a schedule like that, it basically defeats the whole purpose of even doing that. So yeah, I'm definitely glad to be back at our regular time and be up during the day. I just get up and I hang out outside. I love it so much. It's like sunny and nice and awesome outside. So I try to take advantage of that. Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about the stream a little bit. Stream's going great. Really happy with it so far. Tons and tons of support. I like this new time slot. It's been really cool. Yeah, so we recently partnered with a poker charity, REG, Raise for Effective Giving, and it is a charity that targets poker players basically, and encourages poker players to donate back to the community. And it's really amazing. Lib Boree is one of the main board members of that charity, and for the main event final table, 2 of the finalists there had wore patches, and that was pretty amazing. So it's good to see something like this happen. The stream is really a fun thing to do, and poker is a really fun thing to do, but I think there is a certain level of greed in anything, not specifically just poker, but there is in poker, and I think to encourage people to give back is something that we feel pretty passionately about. They have 6 different charities, and you can look through those. The one that I choose to donate to is the main foundation that they created, and then there's 5 others that they support. And that's basically a mindset foundation that is focused on education and focused on changing people's mindsets about charity and about helping others. So yeah, it's a really cool thing. For like 2% of your winnings every month, you can support the charity, or if you don't play poker all the time, you can support it either way. We have a link below in the stream, you can check it out. But that's something that I feel really good about, and I think that overall Twitch can do something really, really great for poker. I think it can bring a positive light on it. I think it can open it up to new players and focus on it as what we as poker players believe it to be, a strategy game. rather than just gambling. And I think that Twitch does a good job of allowing streamers to show that it is a strategy game. Now, Twitch is also something where anybody can stream whatever they want. If they want to gamble it up, then, you know, go ahead. Fuck it. I'm all for everything, but it is also a cool avenue where if you want to present it as something that this is not just gambling, you can do that. And I think that that's good for the poker community. I also don't think that streaming it as entertainment and just gambling it up is a bad thing. I think that's good too. I think that you should have all different types of content. You know, some are teaching streams, some are entertainment streams, some are a little bit of both. Yeah, I think, and some provide kind of like almost a blog for some people where some people will post blogs and post their updates and stuff like that to encourage themselves to play more and improve. And I think that streams can do a very good job of that as well. So that has been a really positive experience for us. We feel really great about working with them. Yeah, so we're doing a little bit of something with them, which is very, very cool for us. We recently gave away some coaching to everybody in the stream. We're setting kind of small sub goals to give back to subscribers. Anybody can win that actually if you're in the channel. So, but it's based somewhat on subscribers, which is a pretty cool thing. So the stream is going well. Poker, we've been on a little bit of a downswing. We've swung out of it now at this point. I think we went through it for maybe 3 weeks. We're up this month, maybe 5 or 6 buy-ins, so nothing too crazy, but we're up a little bit. Hopefully we could pull it out of the bag. We've been working on a lot of different stuff, studying quite a bit. One thing that I spent a lot of time focusing on was pre-flop, and I think I go a little bit overkill on pre-flop sometimes, and it keeps getting stressed to me that poker is similar to chess, where you focus on the end game, so I kind of need to get to that point where I'm thinking that way. But at this point, I sat down and basically worked on 3 betting ranges and creating a more aggressive style pre-flop. A lot of those guys who play, you know, pretty high up have a strategy where they rarely call in position or even out of position, that they're basically 3-betting a large percentage of their range. And so we've been kind of sitting down and focusing on the different hands that do well, on what types of boards and how we can continue. And so that's been a really cool experience. Even when I wasn't winning and I was downswinging a bit, I was still felt like my pre-flop game was improving a lot. So now I'm focusing on turns and rivers, working quite a bit in Card Runners EV, working with my coach, focusing on, you know, weakest value bets, what types of hands we should be bluffing. Weakest value bets is kind of a cool concept where we get away from the mindset of looking at hands and being like, well, should we bluff catch here? Should we not bluff catch here? Which is kind of hard to always tell. It's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to figure that out. Whereas you can actually figure out, you know, what's your weakest value bet, how much should you be betting, what does their range look like, what does your range look like, etc., etc. So I've been working on that quite a bit, only for a couple weeks now. So I want to get more into it and focus on it a little bit better, get more into the meat of that. But I haven't what am I thinking? I haven't slacked on it too much. I've actually made some progress on it, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I will continue to do that. On my off days, I've been playing a bit of heads up, although I might get away from that because it tends to kind of mess up your 6-max game sometimes because you end up playing a little bit too loose. I think that was one of the biggest issues when I moved from heads up to 6-max was how that affected my game. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the money's there, then I'm happy. It's kind of bailing us out a little bit because heads up is a game that I would say probably better at than 6-max. It's hard to say, but at least as good. I would probably say better. Okay, so tomorrow, I know that you're going to be watching this maybe at any time. So tomorrow is not tomorrow at this point, but gonna be working with some other streamers as well. Komodo Dragon Jesus is a cash game player who plays during the day. He invited me to come on his stream and go over some hand history reviews, which I was really happy to do. I think he's a great guy. All the Twitch streamers who are in this community are really awesome, so I'm happy to see that the community is actually like trying to work with each other and build and grow. I think that not having a cannibalistic like approach to this type of community is really important, not trying to, just like box everybody out, because at the end of the day it's really important that everybody does well, that everybody grows, that everybody improves, and kind of staying away from anything that could hurt that is going to be really important. I think that because streaming poker is pretty tough, in the sense that if you go on a downswing, you have an audience. If you make a bad play, you have an audience. If you, spew off and tilt, you have an audience. And for some people, that's really hard. I think for most people, that's really hard. And it could be really tough for me as well. Mentally, that's pretty tough to be downswinging and then have to stream every day and then having an audience and then having, like, people comment on that. But obviously, that's what you ask for when you sign up for it. So I think that I have to give a lot of props to all the streamers that are out there who are out there grinding, whether it's the really big guys or the smaller guys. It's people showing up and helping to build the community, and because that's the case, I think that it's really important to work as a team in the community and give shout outs and props to all the big time streamers, but all the little guys. So yeah, I would say that Komodo Dragon Jesus is not really a little guy. He's been doing really well. His stream is partnered, so he's also an extremely nice guy. That's like the most important thing. Good dude. Going to be going on there, going over some hand history reviews, hanging out with him a bit, talk to him on Skype, and yeah, so I'm super excited for that. A couple other things. We had Zaza on. He came on and I played, and he kind of reviewed my play and watched it, and that was really cool. I love having him on. He's a good friend, but he's been a guy whose videos I've watched for a long time. He's a little bit controversial in the sense that some people think he's really bad, some people think he's really good, but no matter what you think, he wins a lot in the games. And since he's not making videos anymore, it's pretty cool to have him on the stream because you basically can't get videos from him anymore. So that's a cool thing to have him on. And he's just a really good dude. Very, very unique in the way that he approaches everything with poker. We also had Simon on from his Thailand fortress. We got so for all the subs, you can watch the guests that we bring on in the VODs, and he basically came on from Thailand. He streamed some, I think it was 200 no limit. Some of the bigger games weren't running on Stars, and so he ended up streaming some of that, and that was pretty cool. We got a tour of the house and just got to talk to him. He's a really great guy. It's funny because people in the stream made comments about he and I being very polar opposites, and I think personality-wise, on some levels we are, but on some levels it might just seem like we are. I think that I wish I could be like how Simon is with some things on, he's just very, very controlled on a lot of things, very, has a lot of self-control, and not to say that I don't have that, but there are certain spots where I think I think everybody could improve, but I think that I definitely could as well. So it's cool to be friends with a guy like that. I have a ton of respect for him, and he's come on and done us that favor. So yeah, just like to thank him. We will continue to have him on. He loves coming on stream. We'll continue to have Zaza on. He's going to be a little bit busy here coming up. But yeah, so that's everything for the stream. We're going to continue to do giveaways, continue to try and, giveaway coaching, continue to try to work with other streamers, and grow the community. I'm really happy with how Twitch Poker is growing and everything that's happening. It's awesome. yeah, it's really awesome. So big shout out to all the viewers. Without you guys coming out to the streams, without you guys, clicking the links on Reddit Poker or 2+2 or Card Chat or Pocket Fives, where they have the banner on the side that shows who's streaming, we wouldn't be where we're at right now. So really, really thankful for everybody who shows up, everybody who supports the stream, my stream, anybody else's stream, allows us to do stuff like this. Like I said, I mean, it's really tough when you're down swinging and things are going poorly. So yeah, when things are going well, it's really easy to stream. When they're not going well, it's really nice to have all that support from the community. So that's a big thank you to everybody for that. Yeah, so that's what we're trying to work with charities and stuff to give back to the community for supporting us as well. So thank you everybody for coming out to my YouTube and checking out this video, and I will try to post regularly, post videos. I don't know about strategy. We'll see what I want to do with that. Maybe some hand history reviews. Post in the comments whatever you would like to see. I could potentially, do a couple of those. Yeah, but likely won't be posting like actual streams on there anymore, because people can just watch it on the Twitch. So thanks everybody for watching this, and I will see you in the stream. Good luck.